We both want to move everybody, every day,
Right.
closer to Jesus. So help me understand, what does that look like? What does that mean in your life? Tell me a typical day.
Well, I had an appointment, and I believe appointments can be divine appointments. So I look at every individual, every appointment, God, what's this all about?
Yeah.
And a gentleman walked in who was far, far from God. And I started talking about the Lord, and he said, I'm totally not interested. So I said, well, can I have lunch with you sometime when we have a little more time and we talk about it? So we talked about it at lunch, and he gave his heart to the Lord.
Wow.
And I shared the gospel with him.
Wow.
And it was only a couple months later, and he had an aneurysm, and he was gone.
Oh, my goodness.
And his family told me, thank you that you shared Christ with him.
Talk about the difference faith sharing makes in your own life, your own Bible study, your own prayer life. Understand?
Well, just like money, the greatest use of money and the greatest feeling in the world is when you give it away.
Yeah.
And with your faith, when you give it away, there's such a good feeling, but then sometimes they stump you. And so what you have to do is you have to dig, and you dig. And
When you don't know the answer to the question, I said that's when the fun starts.
Well,
because now you're digging. I got to get an answer for Bob. I got to meet him on Thursday. Now you're digging like crazy. Now all of a sudden, nobody has to tell you to study the Word. You can't help it. You're digging, trying to find it like treasure. You know.
that's exactly right.
More than what's happening with them. What's happening with you?
Well, I'm a work in progress.
Yeah.
And God's chiseling and chiseling and chiseling, and that refiner's fire. And even in my discouragement, I find out that when I encourage you and I encourage others, I'm encouraged.
Yeah.